So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's intervened well there. Looking for the run. It's a goal kick. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ruben Dias. Lizarazu. Mbappe. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! And he hits the net. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Arsenal are... Shot a goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot it was ghastly defence.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kante puts his foot on the gas. Great hit! Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Lizarazu. Now that looks a decent ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking tidy in possession here. Shifted upfield. Oh, good spread. Foden. Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He scored!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Fiddles it through. Rummenigge, and he's through. It's one-on-one, and the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Lizarazu, the man we've all come to watch. Schneider, and we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Arsenal head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mbappe! Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, Red, nice interception. Foden. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Deco, who does have an assist to his name. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well struck.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Koundé. It's gone backwards.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Messi is flagged offside. Rice. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. There's the hit! Schneider. Now it's Drogba. Deco. That is good alertness. Now it's Rafinha. Deco. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Drogba. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Drogba. Stojkovic. Turns and goes back. Deco. Just eases him off the ball. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Rafinha. Rummenigge. Ruben Dias. Rice. Lizarazu. And it's Deco. He's played him through. And the shot! He scores! And surely that settles it. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass?
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. Just too much on that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, they've got it again. That's a sharp pass. Well read, nice interception. And he was quick to react. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Interesting ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Casemiro. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That looks a cracking ball. And that's an excellent interception. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Rodri.
Look, it's a run defence as this.
Gets his head to it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's away!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Look at the space here! Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bruno Fernandes. Messi.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Rodri. Good effort from distance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Messi. Mendes gets over and intercepts. And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lewandowski. Back into the middle. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
For train departure times from all local major
The
stations.
midway point of the game.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think...
And the shots! They've scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Vinicius Junior did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get it through? Could move up a gear here. And he's running through. Shot at goal! Sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And the real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe, there's the shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Substitution.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. This is the time you need that pace.
Costa Corta. Bastoni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Koundé, 5 minutes to add. Rodri calmly anticipates. Maldini. Now it's Mbappe. Arsenal have it back, And that may well be that. That is that. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Well, from behind, Jim, that is... Arsenal can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And they've got underway here pretty promptly. Stojkovic in with a header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. There's the hit! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's following up! Goal! Arsenal! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Arsenal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Messi. And it's Drogba. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, played right into his path. Hernandez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Terrific header! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's it! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal, oh, he's been caught on it here! Messi.
There will be 3 minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Outside the stadium.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Messi, looking for options for movement. Some really good ball movement. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. Mbappe. Law. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lizarazu. He's in plenty of space here. Rodri. Del Piero. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Griezmann. Del Piero.
The attendance for this match was
Messi.
61,052.
Play to Casemiro. Stojkovic. Casemiro. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. He gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Ruben Dias did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Drogba. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Del Piero. Messi. Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Griezmann. Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Can he get away here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And through to the goalkeeper. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Mbappe.
So, time for changes
Number
on
23,
both sides, actually.
Didier Drogba. Number 20, Messi. Coming on the field,
What a throw in.
number 10, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 21, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 19,
Rafael
Deco.
Varane.
Substitutions taking place.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's an errant pass. Deco. Now it's Inzaghi. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And that's played in
There'll
low.
be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Might be danger. Can he finish? No mistake! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that's it. Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the early goal certainly helped
Please
settle
make sure
everything
you
down,
watch the
and from
screen
there you
for an
felt this was
information
always
bulletin
going to
from the
go
regional
one
police
way. So
department.
this turns out to be
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. And already we're underway here. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Vinicius Junior was steaming forward. It's a sharp pass. Mbappe, great chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Stojkovic. Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here? Nicely aimed pass. Lizarazu got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. It's Neymar! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Bayern Munich just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Casemiro. Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Arsenal head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Roberto Carlos. No, that's been intercepted. Lizarazu. He's got away. Chooses to go back. Has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that could set him on his way. And the flag, and the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And here's Mbappe. Stojkovic. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Match was 60,179.
He's looking to set free a runner. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. Vinicius Junior. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rice makes the interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
He's got the shot away! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Mbappe. Lizarazu. Can he spark a counter here? No, again there's no way through. Arsenal can consider themselves just about safe now. Upamecano cuts it out. Speculative strike. Into the last 5 minutes. That is good alertness. Yamal. He has found a way through. Rice did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
1 minute added time.
He's through, now is he in? Just the keeper to beat! Well, he's looking at... And that is that. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Mbappe, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because...
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's got away with one there. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well, that is one way to stop him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice sequence of passes this, and he's managed to get free.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Messi, aim forwards. Neither side yet able to find the net. Some really good ball movement. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Look at the space here. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Guardiola defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Osimhen. And here's Griezmann. Lizarazu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lizarazu cuts out the pass. Casemiro. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. McAllister.
There will be 1
McAllister.
minute added time.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. How would you review the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Hits one! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Davis. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. Davis got a long way forward to join the attack.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Diaz kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Look, it's a run defence dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Now it's McAllister. Looking for options for movement. And it's Drogba. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Stojkovic. He is through here. Header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Deftly away. And here's Casemiro. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job.
He's having a go! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
Has a look and place it forward. Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Griezmann. He's cut it out.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to...
He's had a hit! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And yes, it's him again. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Mbappe. Number 23, Didier Drogba.
It's best to keep it in play
Number
here.
41,
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Messi. Number 22,
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be
coming on the
5 extra
field.
minutes.
Number 10,
Del Piero.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number
Koundé
21,
kept aware,
Filippo
and it is
Inzaghi.
reclaimed easily.
Number 11.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
In the green backpack, kindly contact
That's where we
a
have to end
nearby
it.
member
From
of
me,
staff.
Peter Drury. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is a look that says it all. It's Drogba! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Played into space out wide. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And the ball's a good one here. He's got the shot away! Drogba gets flagged offside. And now they can clear their lines. And claimed it back swiftly. Stojkovic. Now that looks a decent ball. Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Looking tidy in possession here. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vieira, a player of legendary status. And the pass is intercepted. Toni Kroos.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Casemiro. Stojkovic. Now it's Drogba. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Modric looking to run onto it. Lizarazu. Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. Stojkovic. Vieira. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Davis. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Some good work on the right flank here. And there's green grass ahead of... Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
And now,
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Neymar. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Driving on and making good progress. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Stojkovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passing nice and neat. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
179.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, that's... shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Maldini. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Koundé. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Shooting chance! Now, oh, he's been caught napping. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Arsenal still ahead by the game's only goal. Looking for options for... And the shot!
Arsenal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Brilliantly cut out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Arsenal cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support. Oh no, what has happened here? He's one-on-one! Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is good alertness. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, they could break here. And here's Maradona. And it's Pizarro. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, look at the space here. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Rice. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rodri is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it shapes to shoot. Goal! Arsenal! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And he cuts out the supply. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Stojkovic. And it's Deco. Deco was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has put paid to that. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Reflections on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Arsenal leading 1-0 at the break.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket. Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter.
Oh, they could be caught out. It has a goal! cruising.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things start to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's found a way through. Cole couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chiellini makes the interception. Deco. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's had it taken off him. And they've got rid. Now it's Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rudiger. Koundé engages and forces him off the ball. He can run onto that. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Costa Curta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, just skips past his man. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. It's Maradona! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Number 18.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Chiellini cuts it out.
Arsenal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Koundé gets across to him. And that's that. Arsenal have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal really were brilliant today, Peter, to produce a performance.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
De Bruyne, first quarter of an hour gone, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Speculative strike. Now that was quite some save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. And that's put paid to a promising move. David Villa. David Villa, he's going for goal! Going to be disappointed with that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Danielson has got himself a free kick. Danielson. And that's gone loose. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Rice. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's a throw-in. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's the chance to counter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Drogba. Mbappe. And the shot! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top...
And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. game has already resumed here. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Rice, and it's Messi. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Goes in for the header! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cafu.
The attendance
And he's got his range wrong there.
52.
Izarazu. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Good spot, he's seen the run. Cruyff. Denilson. Decent hit! Has another go! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, what has happened here?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. He has found the way through. Drogba.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Looking for the runner.
2
Messi.
minutes has been indicated.
The whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well
17.
seen, saw that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. We have already started here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lizarazu.
Well, Peter, I think we're in for something rather special here in being able to watch Hristo Stoichkov. When it comes to charisma and spirit, he's not lacking, and he's so sharp, they nicknamed him the Dagger.
I love watching him. He's one tea in a pod. There's only one Hristo Stoichkov.
And he's always got plenty to say.
And it's Neymar. Anthony. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, well played. Somewhat off target. Picked out Davids! Well, that is rather wayward.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. He's shifting through the gears here. And through to the goalkeeper. Anthony. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Davids. Japan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days.
Davids!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Stoichkov. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's shaping up Anthony! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Lizarazu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anthony. He's found a way through. Neuer has that under control. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Deco. Stojkovic. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, that was vital. Anthony. Now, what about a counter-attack? Anthony takes control of it and he's on the move. Lizarazu. A true great in every sense of the word. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen. And the half-time whistle goes. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Great hit! In for the pieces! What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rice, passing is crisp and sharp. That's a nicely measured pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Stojkovic. Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Anthony. He's picked his way through. Plays it in. Big chance! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first? Stojkovic! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Anthony. Oh, that's fabulous. Stoichkov. Stoichkov!
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Davids. Deco. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Back into the middle. Now it's Mbappe. Lizarazu. Good read, needed to be. Anthony has created one goal already. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Crossed into the middle. Japan have the chance to go the other way.
Minutes has been indicated.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Stoichkov, and he's managed to get free. Stoichkov. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Drogba taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Time for our special
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So what can they make of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams cuts it out. No way through. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Rodrigo, I suspect will be playing pretty much across that whole front line. He has the versatility to do that. Winger, auxiliary striker. He's one of the best around in one-on-ones, and he's such a quick turn of pace. It's very difficult for defenders to keep him contained.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Stojkovic. Forwards and with intent. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Mbappe! Casemiro. Rice. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Shot could be on. And now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Adams spots it and intercepts. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild.
And Torres! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's through. Rodrigo! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rice. Mbappe. Drogba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Drogba. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. Casemiro. Stojkovic. And it's Drogba. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He could be in here. Rudiger. Rice.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat.
And it's come back out to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams gets it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A real chance if he can get through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Arsenal seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Mbappe! Danger averted for now. And he's there to retrieve it. Stojkovic. Rice. Adams gets good distance on it. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well read, nice interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something to sustain now.
And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And we
so there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe!
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckham. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, important interception.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Del Piero. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Casemiro. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Koundé. And they've got a throw. Quality ball, and he was quick to react. Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through now, is he in? Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And he's managed to get for a chance! Sticks it away! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back, and
the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff? Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
No, that was never going to make it.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Cannavaro.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Time and again they are repelled. He's Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Ruben Dias with the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Stojkovic. That has been cut short. Beckham. Messi. Baresi cuts it out. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's picked his way through. And Del Piero! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
He's gone for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that settles it. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Mbappe.
Time then for the first
20,
substitution of the game.
Messi.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And the shot! It's a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager...
There's the hit! And it's there! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. No way through. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! And he comes up trumps again.
Mbappe clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
He's got away. That's tidy. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Beckham. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Drogba. Stojkovic. Nicely aimed pass. Now that's well seen too. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Back into the middle. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And here's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe. Now can he find a finish? Picks out real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
2 added minutes
Drogba
has been
showed
indicated.
plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Always onto this. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their third corner. Pullet clears. And now they can spring out of defence. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Here's a player who has defined the generation. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a goal kick. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so. Mbappe! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Lovely close control. No, he's not getting past him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's through here. Drogba, he's tried one! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again, simple as.
Messi, and that is doing no harm at all. Lizarazu. Time and again they are repelled. Fiddles it through. He's going for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Stojkovic.
2 added minutes has been
He's going to be
indicated.
disappointed with that. Belts one. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. Koundé. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started. Fires from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Drogba. Oh, great play. And the shots! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Another throw-in. Quality ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Xabi Alonso cuts it out. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And now they can clear their lines. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Drogba. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Played into space out wide. Puyol spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona. Can he finish? Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
There will be 3 minutes
Mbappe.
at a time.
He's found a way through. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Kubo. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, smashing header! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. There's the whistle for half-time. Arsenal playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And it's Drogba.
Pretty robust defending.
Bale. Rudiger calmly anticipates.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rice. Stojkovic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ruben Dias. Rice. Couldn't squeeze it through. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
810.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Stojkovic. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Cafu gets it clear. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Some really good ball movement. Steaming on goalwards. Rice. And it's Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bale. Messi. Can he put it away? That'll be a corner.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Mbappe. Number 23, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field, number 17, Andy Cole. Number 21, Filippo Inzaghi. Substitution in progress.
Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. Rice. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's heaved it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Casemiro. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. And he cuts out the supply.
There will be 1 minute
We are
added
into
time.
stoppage time. And it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's one! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Complete awareness. And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And now I'd just like to read
So
out
a
our fan club
dramatic
members
game
who are celebrating
decided
their
in its
birthdays
very
today.
last moments.
Well, this looked like...